All right, end of day routine. So when you get back to the shop, every day we need to do a couple things, especially this is going to be specifically for the pressure washing trucks when it's a Christmas lights vehicle. It's basically going to be filling up gas, taking out the extra water bottles and cleaning up your trash, bringing back checks and whatnot. So we're bringing this truck back. You can see the water level is a little bit low. We're going to end up hooking up the bleach, but basically if the bleach is at that little line or above, we're fine. If it's below that, we need to refill it. I'll be checking for trash and stuff on the truck when we pull in. So have somebody go ahead, they open up the shop door, open it up all the way, and then we're going to be pulling the truck in so that we can get positioned to fill up our gas, our water, and the bleach from over there. All right, so I'm back here. I'm going to go ahead and a couple things. I've parked in halfway. I can open the door. I'm not going to hit the doorway. We want to be past that so that I can get good access over here. See the space. Somebody's trash. They went to Hardee's. Take the trash out. And this is going to be, part of the. It's going to take a while with doing all these other things that we got to do. So, but I know I've got that piece of trash. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. All right. So, main couple things over here. When we get back, we're going to go ahead and turn on right here on this fuel line. Now that turns on our Christmas lights, which tells us from a distance that the fuel lines are on. I always want to make sure that there's no water sitting in this air filter. This is our bleach line. This is what's actually going to be pumping bleach with the air compressor outside. We've got our fuel tracker right here, which will show you that in a moment. So when we're refilling, the bleach pump takes the longest to do, so we want to get that started first. So I'm going to go and grab that right here. Okay. So we've got this. I'll bring it over to the pump here. I'll pause for a sec. And let's see here. All right, so I've got this end here. Grab the other side of this, and we can lock these two together. Pull these two back. Okay, they're nice and tight. Open this up and open this up. Okay, so once that's going, again, we're not going to be refilling a ton of this, but this is just to show you. So we're going to get this going. Okay, so that's pumping bleach right now, right? While we're doing that, I come out here, we're going to get our green hose for the water tank. Big old 2-inch hookup. Up top and bottom. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my bleach tank, my bleach pump. The nice thing is that I'm right here, okay? So I can see how full it is. All right, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, that's stopped all the pressure, all the flow. I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna turn off this line, turn off that line, okay? Now, it's kind of helpful that I'm doing this just one-handed, but there is that possibility of there being pressure. If you decided to close these valves first before turning off the valve inside, you're gonna have pressure in the line. There is gonna be some amount of 12.5% bleach sitting in here. It did just get onto my hand. You can see my hand's nice and white right now. You can also take this end. I'm gonna crack this open just a little bit. So that's gonna actually end up, getting the bleach out of that line. Close this valve, so that's all done. Okay, so we would have let that run until we needed to, until we were done filling it up, which we're done filling it up now. All right, so I'm gonna take this other end of the fuel line, or sorry, not the fuel line, the other end of the bleach line, and go ahead and just set this on top of this table. If we set it down at the ground and had it open somehow, there is that possibility that it could end up draining the entire bleach tank out onto the parking lot. So obviously environmental contamination causing some issues there. Still got the water on my hand. Come over here with our water filling station and just do that. So now my hand's nice and clean. I could have also just used the bucket flush from the tank or from the pressure washer on either side to do that. We're gonna go through a couple more things and then I'll show you the water pump. That also takes a little while to do, especially if we're completely empty. So it's probably gonna take about 2 minutes to do that. We're gonna get the clipboard from inside. All right, so I've got our clipboard. We've got the fuel lines are turned on. We're at 23480.2 right there. And this is rig number 6, Rob, and this is 9-9. So once we finish this, we'll be completely done, okay? So now I'm gonna take my fuel pump. See, here it's on, okay? Let's pause for a second. Couple things. One, every once in a while you get into a situation where the fuel line is actually kinked down below. It's not kinked, so make sure that that's not kinked or you're gonna have some issues. I only use the pressure washer a tiny bit, but we're gonna put the fuel cap in, or fuel into here, up to that. That's gonna let it sit down like that into it. We're not gonna be able to fill it up as much, okay? So we would be able to just pull our trigger, fill that up, and then when we're done, we're gonna put this cap back on. Okay, that's it. We do not want to try and get this like so it's just up here and filling all the way to the very, very top of it. So go ahead and take that down, screw that back on nice and tight. Open up my fuel cap on the vehicle. Over here, just like you would for your own vehicle. Set that, it's going. Gonna refuel this. Drove about an hour today, so it'll take a minute. But we want these topped off every single day. Now, if we just drove around and drove 5 miles, we might not need to put that much in there, but we're still topping it off so that every day it's completely topped off. We have an extra gas can back here, 5-gallon gas can. You shouldn't have to do anything with that unless you ran out of gas in this because it was just like a long day, a long commercial day or something like that. And then at that point, we're gonna take, and obviously if you use some from that gas can, then you know you need to refuel that. If you didn't, and you go ahead and pick it up and it feels nice and heavy, it's good to go. And if you do also, if you run into a situation where you have to put gas into this from that gas can, put the entire thing into this. You wouldn't want to put half of it, you'd want to put the full thing. All right, so this is done. So put that back on there, stop making noise. I'll put my gas cap back on here. All right, I'm gonna go in right here. Let's see if we can see it. Turn off the fuel pump. All right, so we're done with that. So now nobody can steal the gas, right? Now I'm gonna go up here. It's 23491.2. So okay, so that's that. I'm gonna hang up my clipboard and just put my pen behind there. The water refilling can be a bit of a, obviously in your way, but we're gonna get this put back up here. So that's up, nice and easy. And now I'm gonna start making some noise with the water pump. So we're gonna open up this valve, okay? That valve gets shut when we're done so that we don't end up having it siphon all the way out and refill the entire parking lot full of water. Flip transfer pump to on. We're gonna put our choke to start because it's cold right now. It's hot outside, but it's cold. I'm gonna pull it once. Let's see if we can get it. Maybe, nope, you're not gonna be able to see that. All right, so I'm gonna try and do this. So that's running kind of quiet right now. We're not gonna change something. I'm gonna start fueling or refilling the water tank. So you can see as it's going up, filling this up. Okay. So again, we would fill up our gas or hook up our bleach. That's the first thing that you're gonna do. Second thing, hook up your water, get that going. Third thing is take care of your gas. That's probably gonna take the least amount of time. You're also going to be basically right here where you'd be able to quickly get over to the water pump to shut that off when that gets filled. You can also from this side be able to see, hey, where's the bleach level? The bleach level's looking good, we're good on that. I can start looking through the truck, seeing that, hey, is there any other trash that I gotta clean up? No. Is there any trash in here? Nope. That's good to go. See that tank is almost completely full. We're gonna give it a few more seconds and then stop it. All right, so that part's done. And so we're gonna walk over here, close this valve, okay? So that's good to go. Water settled down, we're at 250 gallons, that's good. And when we go to take this water off, we have this 2-inch pipe here that's still full of water. And to disconnect that other side, it's a little bit of an art form, but you gotta basically be able to pull this off. I'll try to not get your feet completely soaked because you've done a decent job today. And just step away with that. And then take this green hose and set it so that it's outside of where the vehicle is going to drive through. So we're done filling up bleach, gas, and water. Caps on. That's nice and tight. We've got extra ladders on here right now because we bought some more today. Our soaps are good. I can see, still got a good amount of Red Raider. Still good on BD 200. That's got our gypsum pellets. So if we'd done a roof wash and we used some gypsum pellets, we'd go ahead and restock that while we're right here. That's got our other stuff in. We're good on Rust Remover Plus. Fuel tank's good to go. That's good. We've got one little gutter filter, whatever. When we take the ladders off, we'll get that piece out from underneath there. Actually, let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to get that right now. So that's it. And then we're going to park the truck inside. Make sure that it's in a good, safe spot so it's not going to be in somebody else's way and be able to be pulled out pretty quickly for when we're ready to go do jobs the next day. I'll still be recording while I'm driving this, but I'm going to go ahead and pull forward and in and pull the truck. We're gonna back up just a little bit because I think I actually didn't cut it quite tight enough. And then we're gonna park right behind the next F350 that's in the shop already. See it up there. So, lock that up. Or not lock, we don't need to lock the trucks. But I'm gonna put my keys. I've got the 3 J rods in here. All right, so truck is parked, lights are off. If we needed to, we could also take care of washing the truck off before we bring it inside. And going here to the office. And the key rack may change where it's at. So obviously wherever that's, you're good to go. If you had money from a client, we would bring that into the office. Right now it is Saturday when I'm doing this. This is rig 6. I'm gonna put it on F350 number 6, and that's it. So that's the full end of day process. Also, if there had been any necessary repairs we needed to do, we'd go ahead and take care of that while we're out there. And now we are good to go. So thanks, and make sure again, this needs to be done every single time. Because if somebody switches vehicles from one vehicle to another, it can't be like, oh man, I was gonna just take care of it in the morning. No, we need to make sure that all those things are done. Bleach, gas, water. Make sure that your soaps are at least half full. If they're not, then restock your soap so it's completely full. So have a great day. See ya.